Okay, today we're going to be showing you the PM procedure on a MedFusion 3500 syringe pump. This is the unit here. You want to start off by cleaning the unit, ensuring that the clutch lever works properly, that there's no damage to the LCD screen, make sure that all the buttons are functioning, and make sure that this arm slides easily and it doesn't need to be greased. If it does, you can use a little bit of silicone lubricant on there. Test the power cord, make sure that there's no frays, breaks, kinks in the line. These units are double insulated, so they do not need to be electrical safety tested. Once you enter into the device, on the second settings screen there's a BMET mode. Once you get into the BMET mode, you're going to need to put in the lockout code, which is base per facility. From here, you're going to want to go into the utilities section and set and view the last PM date. The unit is internally timed so that after 1 year, if preventive maintenance hasn't been done, 30 days after that date ends, then the unit will alarm and say maintenance required, and you have to go and reset the PM date when you do the PM. Next, you're going to want to check and make sure that the time and date inside the unit are properly set, which is good here. Next thing you want to do is go in and calibrate the force, size, and position for the syringe sensors. To do this, you will need two calibrated force or size and position cylinders from the manufacturer. It starts by setting at the low standard, which requires you to use the small calibration plug. Make sure that the lip of this is inside of the syringe holder there. Make sure that the barrels are opened and then closed so that both levers are on top of your device. Set it, hit continue, open your plunger levers, press it up against the unit and hit continue again. From here we have to set up the high side standard. Requires the larger calibration plug. Once again, ensure that it is placed in just as you would a syringe. Mount it, hit continue, open your plunger arms, hit continue again. Our next step is going to be to calibrate the force sensor. From here, we leave the pump open, nothing impeding, nothing pushing on the force sensor, and we hit continue. The unit runs through and auto zeros the force sensor. When it's done, it'll come up on the screen to let us know. This is the calibration pressure meter that we use for this device, also from the manufacturer. Now that the low standard is set and zeroed, we place our meter inside the device and crank it up to 10 pounds. There you go. And hit continue. Now the unit is set, force sensor is calibrated. Next thing you want to do is check to make sure that the calibration is proper. To do this, we will go into milliliters per hour, and set a washer underneath the syringe position identifier. Then from here we're going to tell it to run however many milliliters an hour we decide, something pretty high so that it doesn't take too long, and tell the unit to start. Now, as the unit starts, you're going to see pressure building on your meter and you're going to watch your force gauge go up. And verify that the occlusion occurs at 10 pounds. Silence your alarm, check your scale, plus or minus 1, and we're in. For the next step, we're going to ensure that the delivery volume is proper. For this, you're going to need a 60 cc syringe, 3-way stopcock, and some tubing. Make sure that your tubing has all of the air primed out of the line so that you get an accurate reading on your measurements. Place your syringe in the device, verify that all of the sensors activate as each plug gets placed in. And from here, we will tell it to run 60 milliliters an hour. We have our stopwatch handy so that when we hit start, we can start our time and verify at 60 milliliters per hour we should be getting approximately, 1 milliliter per minute? On the front of the unit there's a display that shows volume to be delivered and the actual volume that has been delivered. Verify that at 1 minute you have 1 milliliter delivered. And we're right on track. Now we'll let the unit continue to run to verify that 5 milliliters actually comes out as 5 milliliters. This is the portion where I like to hit the stop button to verify that it's working properly, that it holds and keeps track of the actual proper delivered volume, and then press start again to ensure that it can run again if they need to make any changes during the case. You can also press change rate, which will now enable you to change the delivery rate while the pump is still running. So I can set it up to 120 and double the rate since I verified that the accuracy in terms of time for delivery is good at 60 milliliters. Now I can run it at 120 and verify that as well. Now we just delivered 1 milliliter in 30 seconds. In order to save time at the end of this, we're not going to go ahead and let it run all the way out, but that is the basic step-by-step procedure for doing preventative maintenance on a Medfusion 3500. Once you've verified the accuracy of the delivery rate, change your PM sticker, do your paperwork, and you're done.